How are you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. We're still under NCV level 4. Alright, you've given this question here is 3.2. 3.2 says use differentiation rules to determine the derivatives of the following. Leave answer with positive exponents and insert form where applicable. You've given here 3.2.1 says the f of x is equals to that. You can write here we have 3.2.1. we've given the f of x it equals to 3x squared plus ln 3x plus tan 4x plus sine 30 degrees. Alright, we have here 2 marks. We should leave it in what? In a sub form, positive, right? So we have to differentiate this. This is what we have there. We have to differentiate this. So this is in correct form. We can take can differentiate this f prime of x. This will be cos what? You multiply the coefficient by the exponents. This will be what? 3 multiplied by 2 will be what? 6x. Then you subtract 1 on an exponent, then we're left with simply 1. Alright, you have plus. Now when it's come to ln, how do you differentiate ln? Let's say you've given ln ax. How do you differentiate this? How do you find dy over dx of a ln? You see what is inside will be, you take, they call this is inside. Let me just say f of x example. Okay, let me just say make it let me just say ln what is in front here. I can just say u to make this easy. So how do you differentiate this? You take what is in the front here, you take the derivative of it, it's u prime over u, which means that the original. What does that mean? What is I'm trying to say? If you differentiate, for example, you take the, if you differentiate, I want to follow that ln 5x for an example. So we said this is the same as what is u, the inside, this thing is the same as what u, we have what u prime, that means it's a derivative. You differentiate the inside isn't it, the inside, which is what is 5. This is the same as what is the inside there. Alright, which is 5. So the derivative, when you differentiate 5, we're left with what? The derivative of 5 will be what? 5x will be what? 5 divided by the u, this is u, original u will simply equals what? 5x. I'm just making an example there. Alright, so you must understand how to differentiate ln function. So as I said, here we have our u here. Our u prime is the same as what here? U is the same as 3x there, or the same as 3 there, as you can see, 3x. Okay, then we'll have u prime. Okay, let me do that again here, separate, so that you will see, you will understand this. You have 3x, you have to differentiate this. Our u is this guy, it's the same as what is u, isn't it? Remember we said it will be u prime divided by u. So u is 3x. All right, differentiate 3x. We'll have to what? Will be 3. Divide by u. U is the same as y. Will be what? 3x. That is u. X, this 3 and 3 will cancel. This will be 1 over x. That is how you differentiate that. So as you can see, this will be 1 over x. This guy here will simply have 1 over x when you differentiate that, because when you differentiate we'll have 3 over 3x. We've seen 3 and 3 will cancel, so that is what we'll obtain there. Okay, plus now we have tan 4x. Okay, we use the chain rule. You multiply by the argument or the angle there. You write, you multiply by the derivative of the argument. The derivative of 4x is simply what will be 4. You multiply here by what? Then you differentiate tan. Tan will be simply secant squared. Then you write the angle as it is, which is 4x, plus sine is simply special angle, just a constant. Constant is simply equals to 0 when you differentiate a constant. So this is what you will have there. You are good to go like that. You are done with that. So we have there, that is what we have. Now we have 3.2.2. So says here we have the f of x is equals to 3 all over the square root of 9x squared plus 2 over 5x squared minus 5 sine. There must be x over 2 minus 3 over x. This is what we have there. It's 4 marks. So this is what we have. Let's differentiate this, but now we have to put it in the correct order. Cannot just differentiate this. Let's try and put this in the correct form first before we differentiate. Let's break this. I want us to break this, the bottom part here. If you have given something like 9 over x squared, this is the same as what? Remember, it's a square. It's the same as like, remember, do you know this rule that says, remember, a multiplied by b, the same as the square root of a multiplied by the square root of b. You can break it there. We have two things. This will be the same as square root of 9 multiplied by the square root of x squared. You see, then the square root of 9 is what? It's simply 3. Then the square root of x squared, this will be what? Be 3x. Hope you get what I'm doing there. Just showing you some gymnastics, so if you remember that. But now I am not there. I just want you to focus on something there. We have to break. All right, so we have 3. This will affect this guy, but because now I want to differentiate, remember we said this will be square root of 9 multiplied by the square root of x raised to the power of this. But these do not just cancel it. You can rewrite this as a set form. What as a exponent, this can be x. Right, you have that is this 2 or 3? Let me double check. It's x squared or x cubed? Is cubed. So guys, here this is a cubed. As you can see, this is cubed. That is why it's cubed. So since this is cubed, is 3 anyways, so this will simply equals to 3 over 2. I hope you remember this rule. Hopefully you remember that rule. Hope you remember that the square root of x raised to the power of 3 will be equals to x with 3 over 2. All right. I hope you remember that, so do not make mistakes here. Okay, here we have our 3. We have 3 all over square root of 9. You square root of 9 is what is 3. I write 3, but this we said will be equals to what? Will be equals to x raised to the power of 3 over 2. We have seen that, isn't it? Then what about this one? Okay, this will simply have plus, still have plus 2 over 5. You take this to the top, then will be negative, will be x minus 2 minus 5 sine x over 2. You also take this to the top, there will be minus 3 x minus 1. So this you can also take it on the top. If you take that on the top, you'll understand what you'll have. Take this on the top also. So you have here 3 over plus 3 over 3, isn't it? So 3 over 3, and then here will be x raised to the power of minus 3 over 2. But this, remember, this is 3 and 3. That means this will cancel. We'll simply left with this guy here alone. Okay, let me write it accurately so that you will see. So we'll be left with f. We have f of x. So there we have f of x will be x minus 2 over 3. It's a negative here. Let me minus 2 over 3 plus 2 over 5 x minus 2 minus, what is this, 5 sine x over 2 minus 3 x minus 1. Then you differentiate this. Now we can take our f prime. You distribute this, will be equals to, you multiply by the exponent, there will be 2 over 3x. You subtract 1, then on the exponents. As you subtract 1 will be minus 5 over 2, okay, plus multiply there will be what? That negative will affect the positive. Negative 2 multiplied by this will be minus 6 . This is what here, I think here it is 3, it is 3, it is 3, this is 3 guys, sorry, here is 3, also this is 3, 2 multiplied by that will be minus 6 over 5, then minus 1 here, you have minus 3. All right, then we have this minus 5. So use a chain rule, you multiply this, multiply by the derivative of this is the same as 1 over 2 here, you multiply by 1 over 2. So you'll have 5 multiplied by 1 over 2, you simply have 5 over 2. Then you differentiate sign. What is the derivative of sign? Will be positive cos. You also write the angle as it is x over 2. Then this one is basic, you multiply there, will be positive either way. You have plus 3x, you minus 1 there on the exponent will be minus 2. So you leave this in the positive sets. So if you leave this in the positive, must leave this in the positive form. You have minus, also this is 3, I don't know, but I think this is 3, here is 2, like that, 3 over 2, this is 2. All right, so you have to, your sets here, your exponent is negative, must be positive, so we'll have minus here 3 over, we have our 2, take this to the bottom, we'll have x raised to the power of what? Of let me just put the lay, or just say to the square root. I just want to make it a set square root of positive 5 here. That will be your answer here. You take this to the bottom, you'll have minus 6 over 5. Okay, let me take this to the bottom, will be x positive 3. Then here, this is fine. Then plus, take this to the bottom, this will be 3 over x squared. All right, so this is what you will have there. That is what you should obtain when you're differentiating that. So we have now 3.2. if I have given this y is equal to brackets 2x3 plus 3x plus raised to the power 5. All right, so this is what we have there. Here we have our y to be equals to 2x raised to the power of 3 plus 3x raised to the power 5. So we have to differentiate these. You'll use the chain rule. You multiply by 5, drop 5, there will be 5 into 2x raised to the power of 3 plus 3 raised to plus 3x. You subtract 1, also on the exponent will be 4. Then you multiply by the derivative of the inside. The derivative of 2x will be 1 of 2x cubed will be 6, will be 6x. You subtract 1 on the exponents, here we'll have 2. We have our plus either way here. Multiply by the derivative of this will simply equals to 3. So this is what you'll have. This here we can say y prime, or we can say dy over dx. Here you can use either of these two notation. So one and the same thing. So the last one is the quotient rule that you're supposed to apply here. Alright, you've given that. Given y is equal to x raised to the power of 4x divided by x cubed plus 4x. Let us try and write it here. Y is equals to what? Y is equals to e raised to the power of 4x, divide this by 3x, 3 raised to the power of x raised to the power of 3 plus 4. So we'll have to use what we call this formula. It's a quotient rule formula. We'll have our this top part. We'll use this formula, quotient rule. All right, u over v must be equals to v multiplied by u prime minus u multiplied by v prime divided by v squared. Just follow that. The top part, this one will let it to be simply u, the bottom part will be v. All right, let us follow that. Then we want dy over dx. So you see, we don't differentiate v. That means we'll write this as it is. We have x cubed plus 4. Then we differentiate u prime, here it's u. And then we'll multiply this by the derivative of e raised to the power 4. So you'll multiply by the derivative. That will be 4. Will be 4 ln e raised to the power 4 x, isn't it? So here we have the minus either way. Here we have minus also. We'll write u. We don't differentiate u. Our u is the top part, which is e raised to the power 4x now. Then we multiply by v prime. Here it's our v, so we have to differentiate this bottom part. So when you differentiate x cubed, will simply equals to what? It's the same as multiply that, drop the exponents, there will be 3x, subtract 1, there will be 2, then 4 is simply just a constant. It's plus what? Plus 0. Constant is simply 0. All over this, you differentiate all of this, you divide this all off by what? By v squared. So what will be our v? The bottom part. What is that bottom part? It's x cubed plus 4. Then we have to square this. So here, this will simply equals to what? X cubed plus 4 into 4 minus e 4x into 3x squared divided this by x cubed plus 4 squared. So this is what we have here. All right, that is our answer there. That will be our yes, that will be our answer there. So thank you for watching. Then do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let me check first, because I can do mistake. Let me check. Here we have what? Okay, we have x. This is an x, is not 4. That means I have to replace here. Okay, x. So that means here it must be x. So that means here we are not supposed to have this must be plus 4. All right, yes, must be plus 4. So this is what we have actually. That is our correct answer. This is x, by the way. All right, so that is what we have. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the notification button so that you'll be notified whenever I post a new video.